I didn't read what this department does, but I think we can guess. It's the Foreign Office. Regions have been sorted by continents to allow you to locate them quicker. Let's have a look at Europe. Okay. Select a continent and a region of interest. Let's look at Iceland. Excuse me a second. Hopefully I didn't deafen you that time. Okay, one of the quick buttons that appears beside the region list allows you to open a diplomatic trade window with that country. This one. No, it doesn't want me to click it. Below this button is the scorecard button. This compares regions and allows you to sort by items of interest. I kind of want to click that, but it won't let me. The first sub-department, the Regional Summary, contains a good place to start when looking at other regions. Hold the mouse over the icons to see what each represents. It's a member of the United Nations. It's not on my borders. 50% of its military approves as a government. And the domestic approval rating, I'm guessing that's its populace, 38%. Regional news. Hiccups. Regional news that a selected country can be reviewed. Much of this might not be important to running your country, but could provide you on hints on how to deal with the selected region or highlight any particular weaknesses. Oh, DEFCON levels. It's a piece, that's nice. Conflict and support. This area provides a list of regions at war with or allied to the selected region. If your own region is selected, it will list your allies and enemies. Iceland has neither. Trade and treaties. Oh, hello. The next two sub-departments related to the United Nations. A governmental and trade organisation assisting in international affairs. Let's review UN membership. Okay. This is what this is providing. I'm providing sea transit and supply on the embassy, and getting an embassy from them. Okay. Each region's relationship to the UN can be reviewed. Are they a current member? Does the UN like them, etc. The UN's happy with Iceland. Okay. Okay. Cool. Religion. Religions can sometimes be a factor that will impact relations between countries. Generally, this only happens when one of the two regions has a single prevailing religion and is not tolerant of others. More often than religion, it is the actions of a country that can give other countries a boost in their justification to declare war. For instance, if you declare war against region A and it wasn't fully justified, then all regions could get an increase in their casus belli towards you. Okay? Buddhist Protestant. Okay. Really, Iceland has no atheists. I actually find that hard to believe. Okay, sorry, yes, distracted. Yes, finally we have a war declaration. Well, intentions. Acts of war should not be committed lightly. Reviewing how justified you are with your target country and preparing for your military to attack before you engage in battle will help gain you a victory. Be mindful of any other relationships and treaties that the defending region may have. Okay. Bottom line, use diplomacy as much as you can. For research alone, it can save you billions of dollars and years of development. Cool. Right. Next tutorial. operations. Sorry, for some reason all I could think of was the sort of kids buzzer toy game where you, yeah, operation. Yeah. A spending summary compiles all the expenses that occur in this department. Click on it. Select hotspots. Hotspots will get your ministers to deploy troops to specific locations. Consider them as staging points from which combined force groups can launch either offensive or defensive missions. Note, the unit initiative must be turned on for hotspots to function. I have no idea what unit initiative is. Maybe I'll explain it later. Okay, I don't get to see the other two, which is satellite coverage and facilities. Satellites. This looks even more complex than I imagined if you have to sort of launch spy satellites. Okay, through espionage, your spies can be sent on different missions. Interacting with spies is accomplished in much the same manner as units are controlled. I've not tried to control units though, have I? Through espionage, your spies... yes. Satellites are available if your country has a launch pad with supporting facilities and has achieved the required technologies. Select a satellite type and place an order. Once the satellite has arrived, it will be available to launch. Satellites are available if your country has a launch... yeah, I've just read that. I should press the next button. Bottom line, using ops effectively can give you a distinct strategic advantage in the event of a war. Next tutorial. Defense. In spending you will have direct control over salaries, maintenance and training. If you underspend, it can have serious consequences to your military efficiency. In defense condition, you can set your region's overall DEFCON level, as well as the initiative levels for land, air and naval units. Okay. That's interesting. Summary. Within this sub-department you can review your military numbers and configure auto-build settings. Okay. So I've got 2 factories that can produce missiles. I've got 208 in reserve and 0 deployed. I've got nothing deployed. Auto-build allows the defence minister to select what types of units are built and how many. If this is off, then you need to give all the orders on unit construction yourself in military fabrication. Speaking of military fabrication, cool. You can choose which units to build by unit class. Each one has its own unique specifications, and choosing the best one for your needs can often tip the scales in a battle. Not all of your units have to be deployed. When they are in reserve, they don't require any personnel, and they have lower maintenance cost. With that in mind, you can manage your troops between deployed and reserve status as needed. Whenever units are deployed from reserve status, it can take them some time to get battle ready. If you force a unit into combat immediately after it has been deployed, then it will not be properly prepared. Bottom line, make sure you are comfortable with the elements of defence you are managing yourself and the elements you are leaving to your minister. Okay? Next tutorial, military. If you want to control your military, here is where it's done. As you select units on the map, your selection will appear in one panel. Also in panel 1 are lists of all your deployed and reserved units. Missile deployment allows you to assign missiles to specific units and to decide whether that unit will have control of the missile's use or whether the order will rest with you. Whenever you select units through the default sub-department that will open... whenever you select units though, the default though... not through, though. The default sub-department that will open is Advanced Orders. Here you can issue some of the more complicated instructions to your units. Bottom line, logistics can be the biggest challenge to any military. Learn how to get your units to where they are needed quickly as possible and with adequate support. Okay, It's about 20 minutes, so I'm going to call it quits, and we'll play the next tutorial in a bit, so I'll see you then.